All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge alongside the athlete professional hockey player Zach Boychuk. Season 6, Episode 7, presented by Bombastic. Chucky, what's been going on this week? We've had a bunch of different hockey news. We've had the CHL USA prospects game. I saw. Did you not play last night? We're filming this on a Thursday. Did you not play yesterday or a couple games this week, or what happened there?
Oh yeah, I've been out of the lineup for a little bit. Had some stuff going on with my like inner ear, like had some
Oh,
like balance, like equilibrium problems. So finally went through a bunch of tests, got through three different doctors, and now I'm
yeah.
finally cleared. So I'm back skating and getting ready to play again on Sunday.
Damn, that's was it. So it wasn't anything serious then, or like did it stem from a hit, or was there like liquid or something stuck in your ear, or what happened?
No, it just kind of came after I guess it would be the November vacation that we had. I don't know if
Mm,
it was from the flight or from the weather change or something from the past. I mean, I had a concussion like 3 years ago, so I don't feel like it would be anything stemming from that, but maybe like a random virus that just kind of came out of nowhere. So happy that it's over and behind me now and getting back playing.
yeah, that's scary. That's like who was the goalie that had vertigo years ago?
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah,
something similar to
there's
that.
some guys that have big problems with it. There's like these weird like crystals in your ear that if they move around or get lodged, they can really mess up with your balance and equilibrium, like I said. So yeah, vertigo is I'm glad I don't have that. That's a scary one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to wait for those like crystals to dissolve like 2 or 3 months, and you're out for a long time. So thankfully, it's not that.
Yeah, glad you're okay. That's scary. Were you like walking around dizzy and stuff like that too, or?
Yeah, crazy feeling like just getting up after a nap from the couch, and I just felt like the whole room was like kind of like a ship like going
Mm,
sideways. And then like walking to the bathroom, I like had to hold on to the wall and kind of like had like a motion sickness and stuff. So yeah, it was super weird for a couple days, but it sounded like it was most likely just a virus, and over it now.
do you ever get when you stand up too fast? Do you ever get like lightheaded and like blackout feeling ever? Or
Occasionally, yeah.
yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
like lately just after this, I've been more cautious when I'm standing up and trying to be a little bit more careful. And but yeah, it's so some people have it pretty bad. Thankfully, I'm good.
Yeah, I get that a little bit when if I'm like crouching down too long and then I stand up really fast. Like it's such a euphoric feeling sometimes though. It's like holy shit, like
Yeah.
it feels weirdly good, but the fact you can't see is also like is a little much. Like I
You're
hope
like
this goes away
seeing
quick.
fuzzies, seeing stars. You're like, what is it? What's
Yeah,
happening right now?
just like sometimes if I'm in the shower because like I don't have a tub in this building, so I like to sit in the shower. I'm weird. It's just like I like to just relax, chill, whatever. So if I stand right up to get out, I'm just like, whoa, and then everything just kind of goes black, and I'm just standing there for a couple of seconds. Then it clears. And I'm like, whoa, that was actually a really good feeling. But I'm glad I didn't pass out and like smash my head against the wall.
Yeah, the hot shower with the change in temperature and
Yeah.
standing up. That's not a good mix.
We just mentioned it. CHL versus USA prospects game. Did you catch any of that? I caught some of the highlights, saw the box scores.
Yeah,
You,
I watched the first period of the first game, I think, and then just watched the highlights of the second game. Not a great showing for all the team CHL, but
yeah, which was interesting because they usually dominate, but I feel like all of the best players that are usually there are in the NCAA now.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you didn't have McKenna, you didn't have a lot of these top, five picks that obviously can now play at a younger age in college, and now can play in general in college. So
Yeah,
I still think it's kind of like a weird little tournament. It's two games. I think what is it? USNDP took the first game, and then the CHL team took the second game, and then they had what would you say it was a super overtime, 20
yeah.
minutes, 3-on-3, super OT.
Yeah, that's what they call it. If there's a tie in the series, they do the 3-on-3 OT, and the USA scored that. It ended up clinching them the series.
Yeah, but that NDP program, they play together all year round.
Yeah.
They have chemistry. It typically is the best American guys for the most part, unless, they're playing, in the CHL, I guess, or they're playing somewhere else. But yeah, that US NDP, all the American guys want to play on that team. That's like the goal, growing up in the States, and it's usually the best players. And the CHL guys didn't have their top guys, and I feel like they still dominated. They were out shooting the other team. I really like this kid. I think is it Caleb Malholtra, or it's Manny Malholtra's son. This guy like just came out of nowhere, was like playing junior A like a couple years ago, and in the BCHL I think he was playing, and now he's playing in the OHL. His parents moved there, obviously, to coach, and I think I don't know where Manny's the head coach. I played with Manny Malhotra in Charlotte and Carolina
Okay.
back in the day, but really good coach, like good player back in the day, and he's kind of an up and comer, and his kid is projected to possibly be in the first round, and he looked pretty silky out there.
Yeah, I played in Chilliwack last year.
Chilliwack,
Had
yeah.
26 points in 44 games, and now he's playing for Brantford in the O. And he's got 29 points in 23 games, 10 tucks. So he's on pace for 86 points in 68 games, which is pretty good, especially stepping up from the BCHL right to the O. And he's in 08. So yeah, like you said, he's projected this year. He's eligible this year, projected in the first round. I see as low as on some of these. Oh, where'd it go? As low as 13 by Sportsnet. That might just be North American skaters though, but yeah, projected as high as 13 for the North American skaters.
Yeah, well, he's having a better year this year than he was in junior A last year, so
Yeah,
that's a good sign,
for
especially in
sure.
the OHL.
Yeah, and especially as a centerman too.
Yeah, well, his dad was the best on faceoffs I've ever seen, so I'm sure he gets a lot of tips from him, and he's probably a good two-way guy. He looks pretty tall as well, so
He's 6
yeah,
feet
he's
says
a guy
here.
to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's nice to see. It looks like his dad's in coaching in Abbotsford, head coach. Abbotsford
Okay,
Canucks
yeah,
in the
so
A.
that's
Yeah,
Canucks farm team, right?
yeah, yeah.
They would have won the Calder Cup last year.
I think
I
that
heard that.
Abbotsford team has been good for a while, hey?
Sea Loves was on the team last year, and I think they went to the finals and maybe won it.
Yeah, you're right. 2025 Calder Cup champions, Abbotsford. First time in
So
franchise history.
I wonder if Manny ends up getting up to the Canucks, because the Canucks aren't doing very well again this year. So they're going to be trading a bunch of guys. None of the Canadian teams are doing good. Calgary's down there, Edmonton's down there, even Winnipeg's dropping off. They don't have a Hellebuck right now. It's
Yeah.
we want to get a cup. Toronto looks horrible. Like, we want to get a cup back to Canada. We basically have what Montreal Canadiens are doing like okay, and then yeah, the Canadian teams aren't looking too good.
Yeah, Montreal is out of a playoff spot now. They're out of the
Oh, they're
wild
out
card.
now.
Well,
Jeez.
they're tied with Pittsburgh with 27 points, but Pittsburgh's got that second wild card spot in the East, so it must be a tiebreaker there, which is weird because Montreal has more wins, so I don't know why they're. I guess they have one more win. They have 12 wins, 7 losses. Pittsburgh has 11 wins, 6 losses. So maybe it's that. I feel like it's the tiebreaker should be amount of wins rather than
Yeah.
normal
They have the
losses.
same
But
amount of games, or
same amount of games. OT losses. Pittsburgh has 5. Montreal has 3. So
mm,
yeah, it's an
could
odd
be
one
head to
to.
head, or
Yeah,
I think Ottawa's doing well though. They got to be in a playoff spot, I think.
yeah. Ottawa's in second in the Atlantic. 28 points, 23 games. Two under
It's
Tampa.
it's so tight in the East. Like, I feel like there's like 6 points separating like 10 teams.
3, 4, and 5 in the wild card spots are all 27. Montreal, Philly, and Detroit, and then Columbus and New York have 26. Florida's got 25, and then Toronto and Buffalo have 23 and 22. So
So
it's
those
all
teams
pretty
aren't out of
tight.
it. They're 3 wins out. I mean, they
Yeah,
say by American Thanksgiving, if you're in a playoff spot, you're in a good spot. But
Yeah.
Toronto goes on a run, Florida goes on a run, any of these teams that are out of it, I'm sure the Buffalo Sabres probably won't, but hey, you never know. Pittsburgh Penguins, I'd like to see them get back in the playoffs. Like,
Yeah. And
we'll
they're in a
see.
wild card spot right now too. So
Tampa's finally playing good again. Boston's in the mix. So yeah, it's tight right now.
and Washington has the third in Metro, but they have the exact same record as New York with the same amount of games played, both 24 games, 13 wins, 9 losses, 2 OT losses. So Washington and the Islanders are right there too. It's very, very close in the East. Before we talk about the West, going off your point about Manny Malhotra going up to Vancouver, he was actually an assistant coach for Vancouver from 2016 to 2019, 2020. And then he went to the Leafs for 2 years, Leafs for 4 years as an assistant coach, and then went down to Abbotsford as a head coach. So
was that with the Marlies or the Leafs?
That was with the Leafs. He was an assistant coach. So then he went down and took a head coach spot in the A. So
with
maybe
Abbotsford or the Marlies?
With Abbotsford. So he went from the Leafs down to Abbotsford for the last 2 years.
Okay,
as a head coach, though.
So yeah, he's gunning for the head coaching jobs now. That's good.
Yeah, so maybe if they keep doing well, maybe he gets brought up either in, I don't know, Vancouver, or gets another opportunity, because, I mean, the NHL is always swapping coaches, firing coaches, looking for changes. So there seems to be every year a lot of coaching opportunities available.
Yeah. Has there been any firings yet this year?
That's a good question.
I feel like in all the leagues in Europe, there's been a ton of firings, but it's we're almost halfway through our season already, so
none yet.
No firings yet. So yeah, Abbotsford is doing pretty horrible this year.
Yeah, Nashville could be a possible coaching switch there, depending on what happens with them. Potentially, that's what I'm seeing here. But also, it kind of makes sense. I mean, they brought in those stars, and they're not doing well. Like, the Preds are terrible. Florida pumped them the other night, and they had, half their rosters out.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. 20 games in, we haven't seen an NHL coach get fired. Like,
yeah, it's not normal, hey?
I guess Nashville is probably, like, Calgary's probably not going to fire their guy. St. Louis, they just fired their guy last year. So, like, you gotta at least give them 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unless I don't know. There's so many, like, new coaches that are, like, with Buffalo, would they fire their coach? I don't even know was it Lindy Ruff? They're not going to fire him. So yeah, it's going to be a team that's, like, on the cusp of making the playoffs that ends up firing their coach, or Nashville. But I heard Trotz came out and said that their coach is safe. So
really,
maybe Trotz isn't safe. I don't know.
Maybe it could be. The West is looking crazy too. We look at, obviously, Nashville now in last place. Speaking of Nashville, so Calgary has came up one, and at least in the standings, but not too helpful. But Colorado,
they went on a bit of a run, didn't they? Win like 4 games in a row or something?
Yeah, dude,
3 games in a row.
Yeah, like what their last 10, they're 4-5-1. They just lost the other night, but yeah, I'm like, boys, I thought you were tanking for McKenna here. That's what Zach's saying.
You got to play like you did against Tampa. You down 3 or 4-0 within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, man. Colorado, though, how about the Avs? Like, one regulation loss in 23 games, 39 points, 5 OT losses, 17 wins. They're crushing it.
Their top line is so good with McKinnon, was it Nietzsche's, and is it Lehkonen? Oh, man, like, they're dominating.
Their goal differential is plus 44, like the highest in the league by a ton. 94 goals for, 50 goals against. They haven't lost in regulation at home, and they've their last 10, they're 10-0. They're on a 10-game win streak.
That altitude going into Denver, Calgary has pretty high altitude, but Denver is, like, even higher. So
yeah,
you feel it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then Dallas kind of just 5 points behind them with 34. That Central Division, those top 3 teams are doing pretty well. Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota. And then the Pacific, you got the Ducks in first. Who would have predicted that?
Crazy. I guess
14,
they
8
got
and
a
1.
new coach too, so
Yeah. Joel
he's
Quinville.
helping a lot, it seems like.
Yeah, Joel Quinville has done a lot of great things with that team. I mean, that's exactly what those young guys I think needed. I think Q's got great understanding of how to work with these young guys. Obviously, you see his success with Chicago back in the day with that young core of Taves and Kane and leading those guys to multiple cup in their dynasty years. So good things happening there. The wild card spots in the West are LA and Utah with 28 and 27, but Chicago's only 2 points back from Utah, and they've got a game in hand. So this
We talked about that on the pod. We said
yeah.
Utah might fall off, and they have been.
Yeah, their last 10 they're 3-4-3, so they've been struggling. I think Cooley has been quieting down a little bit, and then he all of a sudden he scores 4 goals in a game. So I mean, maybe
Four
he's heating
tucks.
back up.
Not bad. Yeah. He's worth every penny of that contract, I think.
Celebrini and Bedard's still hot though. Like both of those guys are just, I mean, Bedard had a crazy play the other night. Celebrini's got McKinnon's still leading the league now with 39 points, but Celebrini's got 34. Bedard's got 33. Celebrini's tied with McDavid for second. It's these young guys, man.
It's a young guys league
Doing
now.
well.
They're all coming. I think the old guys had good starts, but they've dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Although Obi had a hattie the other night too, so
Yeah,
he's played 1,500 games. Like that's
insane.
I don't even think I'm at 1,000 yet.
A couple more years. I think you might be a year and a half now after this year.
Yeah, I think I just got over 900 maybe. So
Yeah,
I think including all my playoff games, like all the Champions Hockey League games, some of these like Spengler Cup like tournament style games, I think I'm just over 1,000. But
yeah,
in North America, they don't include playoffs, so
yeah.
I got about 2 more years left, I think, to eclipse that.
And you're on a 2-year contract, so it's definitely possible as long as you stay healthy, keep the old
Yeah,
body going.
knock on wood.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
We mentioned Dallas there quick. I think we forgot to mention this last week. The suspension's already over, but we mentioned Patrick Waugh and Rantanen. Actually, maybe when we filmed that, I don't think the suspension had happened yet. So right after that, Rantanen hit on Romanov. Speaking of, Romanov is now out 5-6 months. I saw. So
Brutal.
Patrick Waugh's kind of crash out there on Rantanen was a little justified, but Rantanen
Yeah.
makes another dangerous hit on Coronado the next game. Coronado ends up leaking face first into the boards, gets an automatic 1-game suspension. So
Yeah, I feel like that one was dirtier than the Romanov one. Like
yeah,
he was kind of going at Coronado the whole way, didn't stop, just pushed him right into the boards.
yeah,
The other one, I feel like they might have, clipped skates, might have, you know, tried not to give the full shove. Obviously, the
yeah,
result was a lot worse than the Coronado one, but and then Rantanen like gets jumped, turtles, whatever.
yeah,
No fighting finish, but like
yeah.
that's
It's
tough. Automatic 1-game suspension.
Yep. And then Luke Dragusika, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, the OHL kid that we didn't mention this. I think this happened before last week, but I don't think the suspension was announced yet. If you didn't see the clip, kid skates behind the net and just takes a 2-handed whack at another player right in the face. And I watched it so many times to see if he was just going for like a shoulder or the arm or a whack and the guy kind of moved, but just completely blatant, sticks him, 2 hands him in the face, and then goes and gives him another cross check while he's down after. So there's no accident
Yeah.
there, just complete garbage play. No place in the game for that. And he ended up getting a full season plus playoff suspension from the OHL. And I mean, I think that's the least it should have been. Like, he's lucky there
Yeah.
wasn't charges at some point.
Yeah. That was probably justified, I would say.
100%.
Get the full season. I don't know how old he is, but he probably might not be in that league at all. So it's one thing, going in accidentally, but then you can tell it's targeted, and then he goes and cross checks him after, like you said. So it's
Yeah.
not a good look.
Yeah, that was crazy to me after. Like, it's the cross check after you just stick a guy in the face is insane. Also, a part of this sanction, it says here, I'm reading, Luke will be required to complete a league mandated education, counseling, and community service program and appear before a reinstatement panel before being eligible to apply for reinstatement in the 2026-2027 season. So there could be potential that he doesn't even get reinstated at all, depending on how he takes that program. So
yeah, so he's gotta get voted back in.
no place for that in the game at all. I mean, it's one thing to give a guy a whack on the pads or even on the shoulder every now and then, but to go straight to the face, like, just complete garbage.
Yeah, luckily the guy wasn't hurt on the play too bad.
It wasn't having a great year either. It doesn't seem like it'll be too big of a loss for Brampton either. So his career could be done after that for sure, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if any college teams will be trying to get him after that.
No, they work cages. They could be like, oh, we work cages, not a big deal though.
You can slash wherever you want if you got a cage on.
Yeah, there's been some rough stuff in the NCAA now that since they're letting these major junior guys in, I feel like the NCAA is getting a little bit more chippy. There's been some line brawls almost. Yeah. Like the I think
raging.
It was Wisconsin and Michigan the other week were going at it after the game, just bench clearing. It looked like. So the NCAA, I think I really wish they would get rid of the cages. They say they can't for an insurance thing, but you look at Canada, the CIS or U Sport as it's called now, they're all visor. They've always been where the major junior guys went before the NCAA changed the regulations, but they're all visor. I feel like if the much poorer league can afford the insurance, the NCAA, I feel like, can afford the insurance for these guys.
Yeah, with the facilities they have, they should be able to. I mean, I don't know if it's about insurance. They're worried about the guys' dental bills or what, but I guess in the States it is a little more expensive. I don't know.
True. You'd think, though, that they would cough up the money for that. I mean, obviously, you're still, even if they do allow visors, you're still not going to fight because you still one gets suspended from the league, two you get suspended from school in a lot of cases as well if you fight in college. I know that's happened in the CIS where guys have fought, like the refs will let them go, but you're not allowed to. So it's but the NCAA getting a little bit chippier. Maybe with all these brawls, we're definitely keeping the cages on.
Yeah, cages, neck guards, just wrap the guys up in bubbles. Everybody would be good.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen the releases for the Team Canada and Team USA Olympic jerseys? What do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Canada ones. I thought the US ones looked pretty good.
The US ones are great. I love the US ones. I think the USA jerseys are much nicer than Canada. Canada basically has copied what the last Olympics were. I don't understand these jerseys. I don't understand why the IOC doesn't allow them to have the Hockey Canada crest on the front of the jersey anymore. They allow it on the side of the jersey, but they don't allow it on the front for some reason. And now these jerseys are just they're brutal. I would rather them have the heritage jerseys that the juniors and the women's national team are wearing now, like with the just that says Canada with the leaf under it that they've been doing the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
But the Olympic jerseys the last few years for Team Canada have just been brutal. I think the last good ones were Vancouver.
Been a while. It's 14 years ago now, 15 years ago.
Yeah. What do you think about the red and black? Besides the crest, what do you think about the home jersey being red and black?
Well, aren't the two like reds like different color too?
What do you mean?
On the stripes, the stripes that go right around the back. Well, number one, they don't go all the way around, and then
that was terrible.
And I think the reds are like two different color reds. So it's like, why isn't it all the same color red?
I think, I guess the crest it looks like a little bit different shading on the red than the stripes and the shoulders, but it's a little weird.
They probably got a lot of complaints. I feel like they should just recall all the jerseys. Don't sell any.
The replicas are terrible too, because the replicas are all the cheap Bauer versions. Like they're brutal. I like the normal black Team Canada jerseys, like the Hockey Canada ones. Those ones are dope. A lot of people are I've been seeing hate the red and black. They're like, why are the jerseys red and black? Like, we're Canada, blah 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 blah. I like Canada incorporating black into the jersey. I don't understand. These black ones are terrible, but I feel like the red and black would be okay if they were just a better logo. The whites look decent. I think the whites are the best though. If you had to pick one, the whites are the nicest. But
the intimidating ones are the all black ones though. You gotta have them wear the all black at some point.
Yeah, but these black all black are not even very nice. Like the ones that, did you guys have black jerseys when you were in World Juniors?
That might have been like our third jersey, maybe.
Yeah,
I can't remember now. We for sure had like pretty nice red ones.
Yeah,
I like the red ones.
Yeah, you guys had those classic. I feel like right before they switched to the to what they were with like the black shoulders for a while. I think you guys had like the last classic World Junior jerseys before they switched to those.
Yeah, and it was the regular like Hockey Canada logo too.
Yeah. These jerseys not great. I don't know, man. It's tough. I don't know what they're doing over there. It should have just been the normal Hockey Canada logo.
And they're Bauer jerseys.
The game ones are Nike, but the replicas are Bauer.
Nike. Nike's back in the game.
I think just for the game jerseys.
Interesting. Because
Nike pulled out of Hockey Canada a bit ago with all the controversies and stuff surrounding it. But yeah, I guess they're doing the Olympic jerseys. I think I want to say they did World Juniors too, but they don't do like the U18s. They don't do. I'm pretty sure even the women's USA Challenge jerseys were Bauer. Maybe they were Nike, but all the younger guys under World Juniors, they're all the Bauers now.
What were the ones that we wore at the World Championships last year? I guess in preseason. I was only there for the pre-tournament games, but those jerseys were great.
Those were those were the ones that I was talking about. These
even the Four Nations ones are better.
Yeah.
Did their own jerseys for that. It's not really like IHF or.
Yeah, the Four Nations were better than these Olympic jerseys as well. I just sent you the World Championship jerseys. These are the ones that I was talking about that they should have been.
Oh yeah, that's what we wore. Those are nice.
I've got a replica of those.
I got mine all signed up. Mine's white though.
Yeah, the white ones are sick, and yours is the real one. Mine's the shitty Sports Check replica version without. Like it looks. I think when I showed you the black one, you were like, "It looks like our practice jerseys."
Yeah, that's true. I might have got the practice version.
Yeah. Chucky, anything else that you want to go over before we get out of here? We got some. We'll be streaming on Saturday. We'll have some bets coming up.
Yeah, American Thanksgiving. We should get a few NFL bets out at some point. So keep an eye out for those with Bombastic.
Yeah, speaking of Bombastic, we'll read this real quick. Thank you again to our partners for start of NHL season and NFL season here. The Athlete and Artist Show is teamed up with Bombastic for our 6th season. Bombastic.com is a crypto casino and sportsbook offering a wide variety of slots, live tables, and sports markets. Right now, new casino players can get a 100% deposit match up to 1 Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been going down, but they'll still match it no matter where it is on the scale. Hopefully it goes back up soon, so if you put it 100K or 1 Bitcoin, you get that match. Plus, 250 extra free spins unlocked over 5 days. Their newly launched sportsbook is live, too. Check out the sports promo page for boosted odds, including a U.S. sports boost up to 150%. Expect more promos and free bet opportunities rolling out soon. There's no better time to kick off your casino and sports season than at bombastic.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, we're back to 92,000 for crypto, so it's
nice.
It's not as bad as it was last week. I think it got down to 80.
Oh man, is the lowest in 6 months? I think it was.
Yeah, since before April.
Just insane. Is there any bets you want to pop out here? We got about 5 minutes before this kicks us off, but
I definitely like the Chiefs. I feel like they've been struggling lately, but they're due for a big win on Thanksgiving.
Let's pop that. We went 0-3 last week, both in our paired bet and in our Bombastic Cup bet. Yeah. I even accidentally, so you had North Carolina, they lost. I accidentally made a parlay of North Carolina and Carolina, so I lost them automatically. But then the Panthers got just absolutely destroyed on Monday Night Football, which was not great. So we were tough. Kansas City minus 200 to win over Dallas today. What are you thinking?
Kansas City minus 200. So what's the spread? I feel like the spread's still pretty close. No?
Spread's -3, and they're minus 128.
Yeah, I think we take that.
Yeah,
they're gonna win by more than 3.
Let's do it. Boom. Taking KC,
Boom.
taking Kelsey and KC. Get some T Swift Thanksgiving luck.
Kelsey's been pretty good this year.
He has. It's the engagement. He's on fire.
When's the wedding? And we
I don't
got
know.
The Lions and the Packers. You want to take a bet there or no?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see.
I like the Lions,
I like
but
the Lions. Spread's -3. They're minus 115.
we could take the spread again on that.
You want to take the spread for Lions? We'll see if our two paired bets this week hit rather than Bombastic Cup. Anything else that you want to touch on before we head out of here?
No, I think that's good.
All right, beautiful. Bombastic.com. Use code AAS. We will be streaming on Saturday. Hopefully, we'll be on Twitter today. I'm going to talk to the Bombastic team since our Twitter, for some reason, hasn't been connecting. Hopefully, we'll be streaming on our Rumble as normal, but also the Bombastic Twitter. So we'll get this up. What's today? Thursday. We'll be streaming Saturday. Hopefully, I'll get this up tomorrow night, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.